Sarper and Shekinah from 90 Day Fiancé finally disclose whether they are pursuing a divorce amidst the tell-all controversy. Shekinah Garner and Sarper Guven acknowledged that their marriage was already deteriorating within a year of their union at the reunion. But does this imply they are pursuing a divorce? 90 Day Fiancé Alexa disseminated a segment with Shekinah and Sarper being interviewed on The Sarah Fraser Show, during which they were prompted to respond to speculation of their divorce. "We are content. We endeavor to attain happiness," Sarper responded. He stated that although marriage is a challenging endeavor, they are making every effort. Sarper noted their challenges and numerous fluctuations, yet they continue to love one another. Shekinah articulated that neither party genuinely desired to enter into matrimony. Sarper had previously been married, and they believed they could exist in perpetual happiness together without that commitment. Nevertheless, they were compelled to marry due to the K-1 visa. Shekinah said that it frightened both of them, and they had a betting, as it was the least intimidating location for them. Nevertheless, the sun was descending softly over the glistening Bosphorus, illuminating the lake with golden rays. Istanbul, with its allure and enchantment, appeared to decelerate as day transitioned into night. For Sarper, this evening transcended mere aesthetics. It encompassed themes of redemption, romance, and the restoration of a fragile connection with Shekinah. Following weeks of tension, miscommunication, and cultural obstacles, Sarper saw the necessity of undertaking a remarkable gesture to remind Shekinah of her journey across the globe for love. He chartered a private boat, a sleek, contemporary watercraft embellished with gentle string lights, plush sofas, and a table for two, complete with gleaming silverware illuminated by candlelight. Shekinah was unaware of what awaited her. He transmitted a succinct message to her: "Be prepared by 6. Don attire that is sophisticated. Place your confidence in me." Upon her arrival at the dock, the vista left her astounded. Sarper stood at the pier's edge, clad in a tailored blue jacket, grasping a solitary red rose. This was an uncommon instance of vulnerability for a man recognized for his stoic pride and jealousy-driven eruptions. "You appear ethereal," he murmured as he assisted her onto the vessel. Shekinah, attired in a billowing white maxi dress, was rendered speechless, an uncommon occurrence for her. As the vessel departed down the Bosphorus, gentle Turkish music resonated in the background. The Istanbul skyline, mosques, palaces, and minarets stood majestically in the distance, illuminated by the fading daylight. "I acknowledge my challenging behavior," Sarper confessed as they commenced a seafood supper prepared by a private chef. "However, I have never experienced these feelings for anyone prior. I wanted to convey the gravity of my seriousness." Shekinah gazed at him, tears accumulating in her eyes. "This is exquisite, Sarper. I have grappled somewhat with trusting you. However, this evening it feels authentic." He extended his hand across the table, grasping hers. "It is genuine. I am prepared to alter my approach to love, though not my identity. I desire to love you in a manner that ensures your safety and freedom." Subsequent to meal, they proceeded to the deck's open space, where a violinist awaited. Shekinah inhaled sharply as the gentle melodies of their preferred song permeated the atmosphere. Sarper embraced her, and they swayed leisurely beneath the stars, enveloped by the soothing waves and the serene murmur of the night. "I previously believed love was about control," Sarper murmured, "but I now understand it is about relinquishment." The moment was unadulterated. Absent of cameras and disputes, merely two hearts gradually discovering the rhythm of synchronized beating. Upon the boat's arrival that night, Shekinah reclined her head on Sarper's shoulder. "This constituted the most exceptional evening of my existence." He gently kissed her forehead. "This is merely the commencement." Nonetheless, Sarper has perpetually remained an enigma. With his model-like appearance, rigorous fitness regimen, and eloquent discourse, he effortlessly captivated Shekinah. However, when their relationship transitioned from fervent getaways to a serious commitment, underlying issues emerged, issues that Shekinah could no longer overlook. Shekinah abandoned all her possessions in America to commence a new existence with Sarper in Istanbul. Initially, everything appeared to be a dream. They would walk down the Bosphorus hand in hand, enjoy Turkish tea in charming cafes, and laugh as if they were the only two individuals in existence. However, a transformation had occurred. Sarper had become clandestine, often departing the residence at unusual times, concealing his phone, and providing ambiguous justifications when inquired about his whereabouts. One evening, Shekinah reached her breaking point. She waited for Sarper to enter the shower before seizing his phone. Her heart raced as she navigated through gym selfies and WhatsApp messages. She then observed a concealed folder labeled business. She unsealed it. What she discovered was not in accordance with her expectations. Emails, photographs, and contracts served as evidence that Sarper continued his employment as an escort, despite his assurances that he had abandoned it when their relationship became serious. Moreover, it appeared he continued to engage with clients, affluent ladies traveling to Istanbul who were prepared to pay a premium for his time and companionship. Calendar appointments were designated with women's names and fancy hotel addresses. Shekinah experienced illness. Upon exiting the restroom, towels secured around his waist and humming a melody, Sarper halted abruptly at the sight of her expression. "What is this, Sarper?" she inquired, elevating his phone. "You assured me you had abandoned that lifestyle." He exhaled, the facade ultimately faltering. "I was uncertain about how to convey this to you. I believed I could cease. I genuinely did. However, subsequent to your relocation here, circumstances became intricate. Financial resources are limited, Shekinah. Modeling opportunities are few. I did not wish for you to endure difficulties beside me." "You deceived me," she exclaimed, tears welling in her eyes. "I relinquished my residence, my existence, everything, for your consideration." He attempted to grasp her hand, but she withdrew. "You lack trust in me, Sarper. Consequently, I am unable to place my trust in you." That evening, Shekinah fled the flat and registered at a motel. The following day, TLC cameras recorded her seated by the Bosphorus, contemplating her relationship. "I continue to love him," she informed the producer, dabbing her tears. "However, love is insufficient when one is perpetually deceived. I am uncertain if I can return." Meanwhile, Sarper sat solitary in their vacant apartment, ultimately comprehending that the true price of his lie was not financial, it was the lady he may have irrevocably lost. Nevertheless, on a sunny afternoon in Los Angeles, Shekinah Garner was anxiously pacing her chic apartment. Her heart pulsated rhythmically, like a drum. Today marked the occasion. The moment she had been anticipating, concerning herself with, and covertly fearing. Sarper Güven, her enigmatic and fervent Turkish paramour, was finally set to meet her daughter, Sophia. Sophia, a perceptive and independent 13-year-old possessing a keen sense of humor and a nurturing disposition, has harbored skepticism towards Sarper since Shekinah's mention of him. "Another individual from a different country, mother?" she had remarked, exasperatedly. "Will this one relocate as the previous one did?" However, this was not analogous to previous instances. Sarper was not merely an ordinary individual. He was distinct. Shekinah held a profound conviction within her essence. Despite experiencing fluctuations, disputes regarding autonomy and restraint, cultural disparities, and episodes of envy, Sarper consistently maintained one desire: to be with her. The doorbell sounded. Shekinah almost dropped her phone. Sophia, reclining on the couch, glanced upward with a smirk. "This promises to be enjoyable." Shekinah opened the door to see Sarper, clad in a sharp black shirt and pants, presenting a bouquet of pink lilies and a box of gourmet chocolates. His smile was apprehensive yet authentic. "Greetings, lovely," he remarked, inclining towards her to kiss her cheek. "Greetings." "Enter," she said, indicating the living room. Sarper entered, swiftly surveying the room before making eye contact with Sophia. "You must be Sophia," he stated, his tone composed and deferential. Sophia folded her arms and elevated an eyebrow. "You must be the individual who engages in nightly FaceTime conversations with my mother." Sarper laughed softly, somewhat disconcerted but not daunted. "Culpable." I have want to meet you for an extended period. Shekinah inhaled deeply, observing the tension escalate akin to a Jenga tower. Sophia was silent for a moment, then shrugged. You have 5 minutes before I determine my opinion of you. Sarper grinned and seated himself opposite her. I must optimize these 5 minutes. The subsequent events unfolded with unexpected fluidity. Sarper inquired about her academic pursuits, musical interests, and attentively listened as Sophia elaborated on her robotics project. Upon the presentation of the little robot dubbed Sassybot, Sarper offered a resounding round of applause. I adore it. You possess considerable intelligence, he remarked. Similar to your mother. Sophia offered a faint smile. Compliments will be ineffective, yet that was a commendable attempt. Shekinah observed the two engage, her heart swelling with an unusual amalgamation of relief and astonishment. An authentic occurrence was transpiring here, something unforeseen. Following supper, while Sarper assisted in clearing the dishes, Sophia addressed her mother. He is not as peculiar as I previously assumed, she murmured. Later that evening, as Sarper bid farewell, he addressed Sophia with earnestness. I understand that it is challenging to have a new individual in your mother's life. I want you to understand that I hold her in high regard. I will consistently honor you and your personal space. Sophia acquiesced. You are satisfactory, Sarper. Simply do not jeopardize it. Upon the door's closure, Shekinah experienced a tear cascade down her cheek, joyful and optimistic. That evening, she messaged Sarper. Today was profoundly significant to me. Thank you for your kindness towards her. For the first time, Sarper responded with a sentiment more profound than mere emojis or humor. You too are my family now. Greetings, esteemed viewers. Welcome to my channel. I am Amelia. I hope your day is going well. If you like the video, please remember to subscribe to the channel.